Rangers a win, baby, 6-2 over the Florida Panthers. And I'm sorry that I'm not in my usual setup, and I'm sorry that the audio and everything's probably all scuffed up. Currently on vacation right now, so that's why I can't get the best quality video up. That's why the thumbnails are not going to be normal until later on. I don't know, at some point down the road, I'll get the video all sorted out and everything. And I unfortunately couldn't watch the game either, but thankfully my brother ended up being up for the task, taking some notes for me. And from what I gathered from the notes that he took, it was a pretty interesting game in the sense that Igor Shesterkin kind of bailed them out yet again. And looking at the shots on goal, it kind of backs that up. And I'm pretty sure the Rangers also got a couple of greasy goals. Adam Fox, I know that he had a little bit of a beaut of a goal. There was a beaut of a passing sequence as well on, I think, the second Zibanejad goal. But regardless, the Rangers end up coming up on top. Before we jump further into this, remember to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video next. Again, sorry that this is not the best quality. Sorry that this is going to be all over the place, but it is what it is for the time being. But yeah, from what I'm gathering here, yeah, it was definitely a big night for Igor Shesterkin, stopping a lot of odd-man rushes, making a lot of big plays. And for the forward lines, it's looking like the best line was the second line, which is surprising to me because of the fact that I figured going into the game that it was not going to be a good line whatsoever. I figured that that line was going to be horrendous, honestly, as the second line. You're talking Barclay Goodrow, Jimmy Vesey, Vincent Trocheck. Yeah, that didn't sound exciting at all, but they apparently got the job done, both offensively and defensively. They were apparently the most productive line of the night. Again, I'm not too sure. You guys could fill me in the comment section as well, but from what my brother told me, that is what it seems to be. And so yeah, and it's looking like from the score sheet, I mean, Jimmy Vesey ends up picking up a goal, and both his line mates get the assist on that. So that is pretty exciting. But it does look like also the first line did get some contributions, which is nice to see because of the fact that Panarin and Zibanejad notoriously don't play well together. So it's nice to see them get on the score sheet a bit. And that one passing sequence that I saw from them, that was a beaut of a sequence there. I know Lafreniere had that little tapping goal as well, so there was that. Nice to see him get on the board, even if it is a tapping goal, because maybe this will lead to something. I'm trying to be positive, Peter, a little bit here, but who knows? Again, it's something to keep an eye on with him, and confidence is one of the biggest things, so hopefully that goal is going to get him going a bit. But again, not too sure. He ends up picking up an assist also on the Filipino empty net goal. So that's nice to see. Apparently the kid line was a little streaky tonight. They weren't necessarily the greatest, weren't necessarily the worst, but they were a little up and down, and they could be a bit better. And the fourth line was apparently atrocious, which is not surprising, to be completely honest with you. I mean, you're talking Lecision down there on the fourth line with Kravtsov and Gauthier, which you think maybe you'd get a bit more production, especially with Kravtsov and Gauthier down there, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. So, yeah, I'm not going to stress about the fourth line having a bad game. And from what it looks like defensively, it looks like Lindgren and Fox had an outstanding day at the office, both being +5s out there on the ice, which, my goodness, that is absolutely absurd. Very happy with that. Very pleased to see that. And then when it comes to Trouba and Miller, I kid you not, I turned the game on for 2 seconds and I see Jacob Trouba out of position and the Florida Panthers scored a goal. That was my sign to turn the game off and enjoy the rest of my vacation, because I did not feel like stressing about that one. And it tied the game at 1 as well. So I was not about to deal with that. I was not going to stress about it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to just enjoy this vacation instead of trying to even watch the game. But yeah, that was the one play I saw, go figure. But for the rest of the game, it seems like they were decent, I guess. I mean, they got back on the plus column, which is nice. So it ended up evening out. And then Harper and Schneider, there was one play that I also watched from the game where I think it was just Harper was too far up on the rush there and left Schneider hanging behind. So it is what it is. It happens. I'm not going to cry about Ben Harper's play because he's been okay. But again, I'm not expecting much from Ben Harper. And then Igor Shesterkin he was the show. He was definitely the show with a lot of big stops tonight. So very happy to see that, especially because Igor needs some confidence. I know that the biggest takeaway from every fan base and from Ranger fans is probably going to be, well, you faced a third string goalie. Spencer Knights wasn't playing. Sergei Bobrovsky wasn't playing. It was against, what's the name? Alex Lyon, was it? Yeah, Alex Lyon was in goal tonight, which Jordy Mangoli, I think, at this point, and he's not good. So I know that that's going to be the biggest takeaway. But again, what do you want the Rangers to do? They got to beat up on these teams, and you got to take advantage of teams like this, and you need to be able to get in the win column against teams like this. So the more that they could keep winning games against these horrendous teams, the better I'm feeling, because it's better than the alternative. We've seen them numerous times play down their opponent and struggle, look sloppy, look awful, and tonight wasn't the case, it seems like. So, granted, again, it seems like Igor did kind of bail them out, but at the same time, to capitalize on a third string goalie and get 6 goals is huge. It's huge to do that, because we've seen, we saw earlier in the year Tarasov come into the Garden and post a shutty against the Rangers on the Columbus Blue Jackets there. So, or not post a shutty, he let up a goal, but still close enough to a shutty. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, honestly, about the game. Sorry that this is a shorter, scuffed kind of recap here, and that this is not the best video that I could put out there, but it is what it is for the time being. My goal is to get all 82 up, so I'm trying to get all 82 up, and that is what matters most. I'm doing my best, but let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the game. Did you agree with my brother and thought Igor kind of bailed them out for the most part and that they could have been a bit better? Or are you feeling like, yeah, this was a great win and the Rangers actually played quality hockey and they look good? Or are you somewhere in the middle where it's like, they played decent, they could have been better, they could have been worse, and it's good that they capitalized on a third string goalie? That's the way I'm personally evaluating this thing, where it was a decent win based on what I'm told here, where Igor kind of stole the show, but also you capitalize on a third string goalie, you played decent enough. So that's kind of my takeaway of it. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like on it, subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Ranger fans. Going to cover them all season long, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go, Rangers.